Brady Bunch was nice family entertainment, simplicity, young man, some kids, and a young gal with some kids to get married. Simplicity, family entertainment. Remember that other family show, 8 is Enough?
Oh my God.
8 is a lot. Now my son put together a little film, so if you feast your eyes on the screen here, this is called Take All the Lights Out, Take the Light Off Me, and this is the Avalon Bunch. This is my wife, Kay, and this is a school picture of her, beautiful little gal. Kay with the pretty teeth and dimples. She wound up to be a beautiful young lady. As a matter of fact, Warner Brothers signed her to a contract. Movies, she did a few movies, Bell commercials, Colgate commercials, and a lot of magazines. Remember Screenland, and this was Vogue magazine, beautiful gal. Yeah, she loved taking pictures. And then we met. And we started dating. And we enjoyed the same things together. The more and more we dated, the more and more we had fun together. And we fell in love. And then that day came, I proposed to her. And this is our wedding day at St. Charles Church in North Hollywood. This is our wedding day. Coming out of the church there, we had lots of people, lots of friends. She looked beautiful. Lots of photographers, because I was like Justin Bieber in those days. And the photographers wanted a great shot. They would say, Frankie, kiss the bride, kiss the bride. Of course I'll kiss the bride. I love to kiss this bride. She's so pretty with those dimples and pretty smile. St. Charles Church, almost 60 years ago. And then things started to change. We had our firstborn. This is the boy who's on the drum. He's doing the fly. And this is our first Christmas with only one child, little Frank. Nice cap and nice little jacket. But then we still kept going. Here comes number 2. Here's Tony, our second boy. That's Linda Hope. That's John Wayne's daughter. On the left there. And Frankie looked at the camera and said, Dad, this is a brother to me. So this was our second Christmas. Lots of fun. Yep. And another one. Here comes number 3. This is our first girl, Dina. Sweet little gal. Birthday parties. She loved parties. She still does. Yay, 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 Dina. Frankie said, I'm getting a little nuts with this, Dad, until he found his first drum set. That's how long he's been banging on those drums. He said, don't touch my drums. They're mine, please. And little Dina's so dainty with her white gloves. Oh, yeah. Number 4, so we got boy, boy, girl, girl. This is Laura, who looked at the camera, and she's now saying, are we now the Avalon Bunch? See? Yep. Here comes number 5, Joey, boy, boy, girl, girl, boy. Wild man Joey. Oh, he was always jumping around doing things, and also parties. And also, he was very informative. Dad, look at Mom. Look at Mom. She's wearing that dress. Number 6, boy, boy, girl, girl, boy, boy. This is Nikki. Little Nikki. And that's John Wayne's first wife holding Nikki there. We used to call him Snot-Nosed Nick. Smack on the head, Nick. Yeah, I took him to the beach. I thought he would love it with a big kahuna, but he didn't like the sand in his sandals. Sand in his sandals. Till I took him onto the water where I showed him the kahuna dance with my old body. Yeah, I had to get a little rest myself away from the kids. So I took a blanket and I got some sun before sunscreen. Yeah. Here comes number 7, another girl. This is Katrina. And look at her. I gotta tell you, when you see the way she roller skated, the best roller skater I've ever seen in my life. Look at that style. And finally the dress got a little worn, a lot worn. So Carla, this is 8 Enough. And all of her brothers and sisters, she's the baby, they all had their friends, so she became like an only child, waiting on the hillside. Where's my brothers and sisters?
Aww.
But all in all, the kids grew up playing games and fun. We had lots of fun. Dina was like a young little model, and more birthday parties and birthday parties, and also Disneyland. Then I took Tony fishing. He caught a cold and nothing else. And then we had this little yacht, and Frankie was at the helm, and we had so much fun, and Joey was drinking a lot that day. Look. And Tony was throwing a lot up that day, throwing up a lot, yeah. But all in all, the kids have fun. They live within 10 miles of our house. And this is our family today. Ah, thank you. I can't see myself up here. You know, friends, I haven't been in the recording studio for many, many years. For many, many reasons. Styles change, singers change. I don't sing rap. Not that I mind it, but I could never do all those words how they make about you. Ray just told me something interesting. They've now combined country with rap, and they call it crap. Yeah. Not too long ago, we're playing an engagement, and the management comes over to me and he says, Frankie, would you mind, there's two young boys, I mean really young boys that wrote a song. They would love to come into your dressing room and play this song that they wrote. I said, why not? Because you never know where new talent is going to come from. So in walks these two very young boys. One boy takes out the guitar, starts to strum, and the other boy starts to sing the song they wrote. And I, being kind, I'd listen to a couple of the lines, and I go, yeah. Then all of a sudden it hits me. They wrote a song about my generation, my time growing up. I could relate to everything that they were saying in the song. It was my time. So finally, at the end of the song, I look at these two young guys. I said, hey, fellas, that I can identify with every word you said because I experienced that as a boy growing up. But you're so young, how could you write about those days? And the one boy looked at me and said, because we learned about it in history. So I take the song to Ray, and he listens to it, and he says, Frank, you gotta sing with what's happened to this country, to this world in the last few years. It really is this kind of a song that an audience should hear. Hey, I miss those good old days, back in a simpler time. Streets were filled with stickball games instead of drugs and crime. And old folks would get respect. I recall those nights when the families got together and watched the world in black and white. Charlie Chan always got his man. The Lone Ranger had an Indian friend. And every day in school, the kids were safe in school. That was way back when. Desi loved Lucy, my neighbors all knew me. Lying used to be a sin. Once upon a time when the good guys used to win. The good guys would win. Remember all the heroes, all the ones we left behind. Well, they showed us right from wrong, but that was another time. We had Mickey Mantle. Now the world just ain't the same. Winning wasn't everything, it was how you played the game. Charlie Chan always got his man. The Lone Ranger had an Indian friend. And every day in school, kids were safe in school. That was way back when. Desi loved Lucy, my neighbors all knew me. Lying used to be a sin. Once upon a time, once upon a time. So now is the time for the good guys. We will win. Thank you very much. Good song. I put it on their CD too. I made sure of that. You know, at the beginning of the show, I started out with a song that maybe some of you remember, but I did it in a different style. I did it disco, because in 1976, the disco world came to be. And a friend of mine came to me who was a music producer. He said, "Frank, you got to do that same song again, but do it with a disco sound, a disco style, a disco beat." I put it out again. Again, it became number one for me. One song, number one twice. Disco. But I will not get off the stage without doing it the original way I did it in 1959, when it first became number one. And I know that when I sing this song to a lot of you out here tonight, that you'll say, "Geez, I remember when I first heard this song, what I was doing." That's what music does. It gives you a feeling of a memory in your heart that you'll never forget. You'll remember what you were doing, who you were dating, who you were going out with, who you were breaking up with. Well, I understand this song put a lot of people together romantically. Engagements, weddings. So I'm going to do this song the original way, and I hope that some of you, for the first time, will enjoy this version of this song. Send a little girl for me to thrill, a girl who wants my kisses and my arms, a girl with all the charms of Venus. Venus make her fair, a lovely girl with sunlight in her hair, and take the brightest stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. Love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great but to ask. Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. Make my wish come true. Thank you. Give me that other good rhythm. Ready? Do it. I want to sing this song because I want to sing it. And I like this song. You know why? It makes a lot of sense. That a lot of us have been together for a long time. And this song says it all. It seems we stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then. I can't remember where or when. La la la. The clothes you're wearing are the clothes that you wore. Smile, you were smiling then. Can't remember where or when. La 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 la. Something that happened for the first time seemed to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before. Maybe like before, and we loved before, but then who knows where or when. Something that happened for the first time seemed to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before, and we laughed before, and we loved before, but then who knows? I said who knows? Oh well, who knows where or when? La la No, don't play that. I want the other one. Give me a doo-wop thing. No, go ahead. A little louder. I want to sing tonight. This is called doo-wop singing. Because when I was a kid in Philadelphia, I used to stand outside the candy store and doo-wop. That's because they wouldn't let us inside the candy store. How many of you remember the Friday night school dance? Well, I do. I couldn't wait for that Friday night school dance. I get all decked out. I'd have my peg pants, my ducktail just right. And I'd walk into that dance. The first thing I'd see, the girls on one side, the boys on the other. And the romantic songs are being played by the disc jockey, the geezer with the heater, the boss with the hot sauce. Some of the great songs. Here's one. I'm not going to do it yet, because you know why? I remember seeing a gal across the room, and I'd walk across the room and I'd tap her on the shoulder, and she'd turn around and I'd say, "Can I please have the next dance?" And she'd look at me and she'd go, but then I'd go back to my guys, and I would listen to the most romantic songs like this. To go on past your house, all the shades were pulled and drawn. Heavenly shades of night are falling. What? Blue moon, blue moon. Here's one. Blue moon. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without love of my own. Cherry, cherry pie, cherry, cherry pie, cherry, cherry pie, wah, 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 la, la, la. for your kiss, and for your kiss. Say I would go anywhere. Yeah, I would go anywhere for your kiss. Say, darling, you send me. Darling, yeah, you send me. Darling, you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. I know that you thrill me. Say, darling, you thrill me. Darling, yeah, you thrill me. Honest you do. The greatest doo-wop song. We were getting close to the end of the evening, but they would always play this. The Gator with the Heater would play the best doo-wop song like this. Earth angel, will you be mine, my darling dear? I love you all the time. Say I'm just a fool in love with you. Earth angel, the one I adore. I love you forevermore. Say I'm just a fool in love with you. Every good thing comes to an end. The last song in the Friday night school dance, that little mirrored ball would start to spin. And I'd look over again and I'd spot her one more time, and I'd walk over and I'd say, may I please have the last dance of the Friday night school dance? And she wouldn't say yes or no. All she would do is just open up her arms. We'd get on that dance floor, we'd embrace romantically. And I would look at her, she'd look at me, and you would hear the Gator with the Heater play the last song of the Friday night dance. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really have to say good night, sweetheart. Good night. Come on, everybody, sing it with me. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go again. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really have to say good night. Good night. Say, maybe next Friday night. Good night. Put your hands together, come on. Play it, boys. If you believe in forever, life is just a one-night stand. There's a rock and roll heaven. You know they got a hell of a band. This band, play it right. Ah, yeah. Ah, whoa. But, do it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join Ray Eden and my son Frank, and thanking this wonderful musicians here playing our show. You guys are wonderful, great. Thank you so much. Give them a great round of applause. Come on, fellas, stand up, take a bow. Look at that. Thank you, guys. You know, this is a part of the show that I call a tribute, and it's a tribute to some of my friends that I worked with through the years and hung out with, but unfortunately, they're no longer with us. I'll tell you a true story that happened back in 1958, New York City. 14 guys got on a bus and did these one-nighters all around the country. 14 of us. Talking about old Jackie Wilson, Sam Cooke, Dion and the Belmonts, the Everly Brothers, and probably the guy that I admire so much. And we became friends. I was ready to do my first movie. And at Warner Brothers, I didn't know anybody out there, so that's where I was really shy, and I was homesick until I met this one gentleman. And he took me into his house and made me feel very comfortable. So this is my tribute to my friend, Ricky Nelson. Hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. And I knew Mary Lou. We never part, so hello, Mary Lou, with a goodbye heart. I slid by on a sunny day, flashed those brick brown eyes my way, and ooh, I wanted you forevermore. Now I'm not one to guess around, I got my feet stuck to the ground, although I never did meet you before. I said hello, Mary Lou, goodbye heart, sweet Mary